You see, you're already making me take Advil. I'm so nervous, I got a headache already.
I've been known to give a few headaches in my life.
Wait, sorry. Thank you.
Okay, what about the other side?
Is it also?
How can you miss that? She got it, you missed it, I'll kill you.
It's because she cares more about you.
I do. It's true. Okay. And are we rolling?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Oliver, it is good to see you. Nice to
see
have you back.
Thank you, Bobbie.
You know, we were kind of laughing before we started that you and I have agreed to disagree on some occasions about some of your films. I have to tell you, I respect the heck out of you as a filmmaker, and World Trade Center is a fine, fine film.
Thank you. That's great.
Wonderfully made. You know, we're used to Oliver having a point of view in his films. Now, if you have a political point of view in this, I totally missed it. So, set me straight.
No, I read a script that was very strong. It was a story that was true. It had to be told. It's very few survivors that day. John and Will were 2 of 20. And it focused on them, their wives, and this incredible rescue, which is out of a movie. It was only about that day. So they didn't discuss politics. And, 9/11 has been politicized. But the refreshing thing about the movie is that it's not. It's about survival. And frankly, it's about a goodness, a strength, a lack of fear that motivated many of these participants to do what they did. It was not the... let's say 9/11 has been politicized, whatever, you and I may not agree, but the result is there's more fear. And what's beautiful about the movie is that there is fear in the movie, but we overcome it. So it's an act of courage, what they call heroism in the old-fashioned sense. And I think that's what the movie celebrates. It honors the feelings of those people, and that's a good thing.
Now, I know you tried to be authentic, but are there any things that had to be changed?
They'd be minor, Bobbie, and I can't recall them. And the main question would be condensing 24 hours into 2 hours.
But the dialogue is
No,
pretty
the dialogue is for the most part what they remembered, but of course there are times they don't remember. But for example, when Dominic Pizzulo's dialogue in The Hole is the one Will heard before he died. So that was exactly. It sounds somewhat like a John Wayne movie at times. But that's the actual dialogue. Will has a vision of Jesus, for example. Some people questioned it, but it was actually what he says, gave him the inspiration, re-inspiration. There's a Marine who was an accountant in Connecticut who goes down into New York and wears his Marine uniform and goes into the rubble at night to save them. It all happened that way. And people don't believe it. What I'm saying is there's no reason to change anything.
Are you at all concerned that the film won't have the box office appeal? Because United 93 got great reviews, and yet it did not do what they hoped it would do at the box office.
True. United 93 was an excellent film, and it was a breakthrough. It broke the ice for us. But it was not constructed as a movie where it was more of a documentary feeling. Our movie was constructed along, frankly, traditional Hollywood lines, which is where you make a connection with the audience to in this case, 4 characters who are family, husband-wife, 2 husband-wives. And it allows the audience to go through the film make a journey with somebody. So that's what a movie is for, the old-fashioned movies, and that's what I liked about this story.
I think people will be interested in knowing how you recreated the whole Ground Zero, the World Trade Center location, because you did shoot some stuff there, didn't you?
We shot as close as we could to the Trade Center in New York City, but they wouldn't let us shoot there because of sensitivities downtown New York. So we moved it to Los Angeles. We did the rubble field there, as well as the holes, the interior of the holes where the men were stuck. Very technically complicated. I think I show you pictures rather than to tell you, but it was difficult shooting, a lot of smoke, it's like working in a coal mine for months.
And just the thought of having long scenes with that static motion, or emotion actually, had to be a big challenge for you as the filmmaker.
Well, we balance the scenes of the two men trapped, I think, nicely with the light, the home feeling of the wives in Connecticut and New York, with the marine accountant in Connecticut. So we're going inside and out through the movie, and then as the day goes, so we don't get stuck anywhere. For me, the movie's exciting, and I think most people have been responding that way because they want to go back and find out what happens next, into the hole.
Well, I'll end the way I started. It's a wonderful film.
Thank you, Bobbie.
And I don't want to freak you out, but I would say it's Oscar bound. You didn't hear that. And thanks again. It's great to see you, Oliver.
Thank you, Bobbie. Nice to see you again. You're looking great.